So now I'm able to get Carter because he can't say anything. Like, Carter's dad cannot say anything. Like, look, this what we got on paper. I'm supposed to have him. Boom, I'm getting him. Because I'm like, D not there. I'm about to have my time with my son. And that's exactly what I did. So on my days that I was supposed to have him, so his dad had him every Monday and Tuesday. And I had him every Wednesday and Thursday. And then every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday morning. And if it was my weekend, because he rotated every other weekend. So if it was my weekend with him, I had him Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Returned him to daycare on Monday. His dad had him Monday, Tuesday. And I'm back with him Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday morning. And then his dad, if it was his dad weekend, he got him Friday after school, had him Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. That's how that 5 days on, 5 days off work. His dad had him every Monday and Tuesday because his dad was off on Tuesdays. And I had him every Wednesday and Thursdays and Friday mornings. And we rotated weekends. That's how that works. So that's what we were doing. We went back to doing that. Like I was going from the NICU to work to picking up Carter. Carter was staying with me at the Ronald McDonald House because he was my kid. He was able to stay with me at the Ronald McDonald House. So it felt good. I would wake up in the morning, take him to school, go see Kion because he couldn't see Kion at the NICU. I tried to take him once to the NICU to see Kion, but it was like, it's flu season. He can't see him. So he never got a chance to see Kion in the NICU. But Darian didn't want Carter around Kion anyway. Like, he didn't. Because he said that Carter's dad would try to influence Carter to do something to Kion. So he didn't want him around Kion anyway, but I wasn't studying that. That was his brother. That's my son. He ain't gonna do nothing to him. I don't give a fuck. So I was going back to my regular routine, but Darian did not know that I was picking up Carter and having Carter with me at the Ronald McDonald House. He didn't know that. Like, whenever I would have Carter, I didn't care if I talked to Darian or not. I made sure I talked to Jackson. Like, I talked to Jackson every day. He had to tell me how school was going. I had to help him with his homework every day. I talked to Jackson. But Darian, yeah, every once in a while. Like, but I didn't care because it's like, I'm back working now. Like, I have my child. Like, yeah, my Kion in the NICU, but like, he's getting better. He is doing so good. He is doing so great. He's now drinking his breast milk. So it's like, no, he's doing so good. Everything is good. I'm starting to slowly get back to myself because I don't have Darian around. So I can be myself. I'm working with my friends. Like, job starting to be a little bit more stable. It was great. Like, I was getting my confidence back because I didn't have Darian to tell me, don't nobody really care about what the fuck I gotta say, or don't nobody care about me. I ain't have to hear that shit. He was in Maryland and he was still doing his shit in the Maryland because our Instagrams were still connected, our emails, his email was still on my phone, so I still was seeing the shit that he was doing, but I didn't care. I wasn't questioning him about it. I'm like, I got bigger things to worry about than who you sticking your little pepper in. I don't care. Fuck it. So around this time, we're in October of 2019. We're in October of 2019. Carter's birthday is October 30th, like the day before Halloween. My grandma's birthday, October 26th. So that year in 2019, my grandma was turning 80. She was turning 80 years old. And she wanted to have a party for herself so that we can give her her flowers while she's still alive. And her whole thing was she wanted to be able to walk into a party. And she didn't know if she was going to be walking that next year, but she know at 80 she's going to be walking and in good health. So she wanted to have a party. So they was throwing my grandma a party for her 80th birthday. It was not my weekend to get Carter. It wasn't. So I asked his dad, I was just like, hey, I texted him, I was like, hey, my grandma's having her 80th birthday party. Is it okay if I take Carter? Because she's really been wanting to see Carter, and it'll be good for Carter to be there, you know, because it's grandma. And his dad told me no. He said, no, we got something planned that weekend. I was like, but it's my grandma's birthday party, and she wants to see him. Like, can I please take him? Nah, we got something to do. And I'm just like, okay. So I let the NICU know that I was going to be gone for that night, but I will be back because I was only going to do a turnaround. I was going to go down there for the party and come right back because it was a 3-hour drive. So I was just going to go down there for a party and come right back because at this time I still wasn't talking to anybody in my family besides my grandma and my sister Brittany. So I really didn't want to go to the party, but I'm like, this is my grandma party. I'm going to be there. Of course I'm going to be there. And I wanted to have Carter there because she can, have one of the grandkids there and one of my kids there. But his dad wouldn't let me bring him. I'm just like, all right, that's how it is. But that's normal. That's how his dad always is. I do not get extra time. If it's not my time to have Carter, I don't get Carter. No matter what it is, I do not get Carter if it's not my time. He could be at work and Carter can be at his grandma, at his dad's mom's house. I still won't be able to get him because it's not my time. So he won't let Carter go to my grandma's 80th birthday party. So I get down there and I sit down at the table. Like I'm at my grandma's 80th birthday party. I walk in. Of course, everybody's like looking at me because we're a Black family. They know everything that's been going on. Everybody know everything that's been going on. So I walk in and like they kind of like just looking at me. And I'm feeling a little timid and a little out of place because I'm just like, I feel like I'm being judged. Like people know what's going on, but they don't know what's going on. They only know what my mom telling them, but my mom don't really know what's going on. She only speculating, so they only know the speculations, and I'm just like, damn, I feel uncomfortable. So I'm sitting down at the table. My sister Raven sitting right beside me, and she just looking at me, and I'm looking at her. She's like, I don't care. You can keep your little attitude. I ain't say nothing. I'm like, I ain't say not one word to Raven. And then like my uncles and my cousins, everybody coming up, giving me a hug, asking how the baby's doing, this and that. And my mom comes up to me. It's like, you gonna give me a hug. And like she forced a hug on me. So I hugged my mama. But I'm sitting there, I was still like upset and I felt so out of place and I felt so judged. Even though they didn't know, like my family didn't know the details of what was going on. They was only speculating based on what my mom and my sisters and them was telling them what was going on. So it's like, I just felt like they were all just looking at me. And it's like, a lot of them was just like, if you need to talk, you can always call. And I'm just like, I just wanted to be here for my grandma. And I just feel like just sitting here, I don't feel like this is my family. Like, I know it's my family. But this family seems foreign to me right now because I feel like everybody's just looking at me. They want to know. They want to know what's really going on, and I'm not telling nobody